Alright, this video is called Horrors in YouTube Comment Sections. As you can see, the lights are off, which means this is a scary video, so if you're easily scared, click off. But supposedly these are all true because this is from a trusted, YouTuber source.
Ben the Bondsman is a YouTuber whose channel may just be the most accurate manifestation of the platform's slogan, broadcast yourself. For more than 14 years, he's periodically put out candid videos documenting his life working as a bondsman and bounty hunter in the state of Mississippi. It's the sort of content YouTube is originally designed for, and there's a definite charm to seeing someone with an interesting job just kind of talking about what they do.
What does a bondsman do? Do they just bond people out of jail? No? Is that not it? What is a bondsman? It's like a loan shark, but with bonds, right? Yeah. An agent who posts bail for a criminal defendant in exchange for a non-refundable fee, typically 10% of the total bail amount. They assume financial responsibility to the court to ensure the defendant appears for trial.
Sort of slick production to muddy it. Ben's channel is relatively small, currently sitting at around 10,000 subscribers. You can tell it's something
that's a lot.
Does for fun.
I mean, that's a lot of subs.
With bounty hunting clearly being his main career. In 2017, though, something would happen that would throw Ben into the spotlight, resulting in his name briefly ending up amongst top headlines in the mainstream news. But it's not because of something Ben did. No. Just like everything we're going to talk about today, this story starts in the comments section.
This is so weird. This is like, I don't even know. I don't even know what this video has in hold for us, but man.
For which video in particular it was on, but some of his audience members seem to recall it appearing on this upload. Modern Day Bounty Hunting, originally put up in September 2017. It's a video about how the profession of bounty hunting has evolved since Ben originally started out in 1999. He talks about the impact of technological advancements like social media.
Holy Unk, when is this tragedy from? I might have missed that. That's my fault.
Media and the internet in general. But the comment in question that would be left on this video would not be related to the subject matter in any way. It simply read,
I'm going to be a professional school shooter.
Being a YouTuber myself, it's more common than you might think to get comments like this. We'll talk about it in a few minutes, but you'd be surprised at the sheer variety of thoughts that people will decide to record in the text box below your video.
I can't even watch this video. This narrator's voice, the narrator's voice sounds like a creepy pedophile. Who the hell is commenting that? What? Dude, imagine you pour your heart out into a piece of work and someone comments like, I can't, this is so creepy, you sound like a pedophile. I would be so mad, bro. I would be so mad. That's like if someone commented on my video, yo, you're a burger, try harder. Like,
variety of thoughts that people will decide to record in the text box below your video. And something like this, in all likelihood, is probably just some kid being edgy. But when Ben saw this particular comment, something about it unnerved him. Just like every other YouTuber, he had received heinous comments like this in the—
Bro, don't tell me it happens, bro. Don't tell me this guy shoots up a school. That's terrible. That's terrible. Not to make this about me, you know. But I think I should say this before it gets into the tragedy. You know, at my school, we did have a lockdown. This is like before we went into summer break. It was actually like the last week of school before finals week. And we went into lockdown because there was someone who called in and said they were going to come to the school heavily armed with guns and weapons. And it sucked, bro. It took so long. We got to go home early, but we got out at the same time because the process took so long. And they called in during not even our last period too. So it just sucks. The whole process needs to change of like safety for students.
But he just had a bad feeling about this one for some reason. So he decided to report it first to YouTube and then to the FBI. The next day, 2 federal agents would show up at Ben's door. They'd ask him about the comment and who left it, but Ben obviously had no idea who was behind the account that wrote that disturbing remark. Without any further information to gather, the agents would leave.
Okay, who the hell is this? Who is that? You thought you could include that in your video and nobody would notice, huh? Well, I noticed, all right? I noticed this little fella right here. And I must say I'm appreciating him being there. It's very comforting to me.
Wouldn't hear anything more about the comment or who was behind it. At least for a few months. On Valentine's Day 2018, Ben would be watching the news, and something would catch his eye. The anchors were talking about a horrible mass shooting that had just occurred at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. It had already become the deadliest tragedy of its kind to ever occur at a high school in the United States, resulting in 17 deaths. But that's not what caught Ben's eye. No, it was the name of the perpetrator. It looked familiar. He had seen it somewhere before. Eventually, he makes the connection. He looks through his files and finds the screenshot he took months ago. And sure enough, the name of the account that left the comment that triggered a visit from the FBI was Nikolas Cruz. Immediate frenzy would ensue. People were shocked that the FBI had been tipped off months in advance of the Parkland tragedy.
That's terrible.
The Bureau would
Wow, that's just like I'm shocked. I'm like shooken. I don't know what to say about this. That's crazy. That's like actually insane. What? Why would he why? First of all, why would he comment that? Like, why would you just let some? If you're even planning on doing that sort of thing, terrible, terrible, terrible thing. Why would you even tell someone else? You just shift all the weight onto someone. Like, bruh, like that's stupid. You just shift all the weight onto someone else. Yeah, that's stupid, bruh. This guy's an idiot. Fuck this guy. Yo, if you're thinking about doing weird things to kids, bro, hurting kids, fuck you. You're a bad human being.
on to the media detailing the work they had done with Ben's tip, outlining how they conducted database reviews and checks to try to identify the person behind the comment, but were ultimately unable to link a real-life human to it, which would result in the inquiry being closed out shortly before the Parkland tragedy. Hindsight may be 2020, but it's hard to reconcile how this happened the way it did.
Gosh.
The username behind this comment was just Nicholas's full name, and Ben's video wasn't the only one that got concerning comments from this particular account. Later investigations would uncover countless comments left by Cruz from this same account, some of which concretely foreshadow what he was planning to do, and some of which are just the vile ramblings of a deranged person.
My life is out in the woods. I hate you city, probably like you city boys. Alright, it's not even funny anymore. That's just, I'm sorry. That was terrible of me to say that. I'm sorry. I want a nice country girl who hasn't probably had intercourse and knows to be loyal and hunt. You want a girl? If you want a girl that can hunt or use a gun, you're strange. I'm sorry.
You could interpret this situation as internet anonymity being so
I'm
strong.
going watch them sheep fall something. I wish to crack as many as I can. I am going to crack them in the future. Kill them, maybe? I don't know. Like, what is this, bro?
Not even the FBI could figure out who is leaving these comments on random videos, but I'm a little skeptical. This feels more like a mishandled case to me. I mean, how couldn't they identify some—
Well. What would you know? The guy that shot up a school.
This feels more—
The deranged dude that shot up a school is, first of all, posting pictures of his gun on Instagram. Second of all, is following more people than he has followers. Take that as you will. And third of all, wearing a Make America Great Again hat. Of course, bro. Like, who else would do such a thing, dog?
more like a mishandled case to me. I mean, how couldn't they identify somebody when they already had their full name and a strong digital presence to look through? But I would like to hear what you guys think about this. One thing we can say for sure though, is that out of all the channels that received YouTube comments from Nikolas Cruz, Ben the Bondsman was the only person who had an appropriate level of concern about it. Maybe it was his experience as a bounty hunter, maybe it was just a wild hunch, but in any event, he was the only one that had the foresight to see that this YouTube comment was foreshadowing something horrible.
Yeah, what a guy, honestly.
You know, I've done quite a few videos about the various YouTube features at this point, but this one's different from the others. Everything else revolves around the ways creators can present content to the public. Unlisted videos, YouTube ads, YouTube shorts. But today is the first time we're talking about the other side of the content creation relationship. We're not focusing on people who put videos on the internet today. We're instead shining a light on the people who watch them, the audience. Or in other words, you guys. Believe it or not, there are some among you watching this video right
That's me. Whoa, that's crazy. That's me.
now who are harboring something dark, a malevolence of some kind. Obviously not you specifically. I know you. You're a kind soul. You wouldn't hurt a fly.
Thanks,
Some
bro.
of
Appreciate
you
it.
would. Today, we're going through a selection of disturbing things people have left in the comment section on random YouTube videos. Whether it's some dark foreshadowing like in the intro of this video, things that just don't make any sense, or blatant efforts to harm others for no reason. You can truly see everything in the comment section. Picture this. You've just gotten home from a hard day at the office. There's only one thing you're looking forward to: sitting down to watch television while eating a fine TV dinner. One problem: you forgot to feed the cat. And now, he's taken matters into his own hands. There's a reason why you shouldn't leave a fat cat watching. It's called Good Times. Originally uploaded in May 2005.
That was an ad. I'm sorry, I had to predict it.
It's one of the earliest YouTube videos ever put up on the site. While it may not have been the first video on the platform, called The video you're currently watching is called Good Times. Originally uploaded in May 2000.
I can't lie, I'm low-key rocking with this video. It's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of just like stuff like this where it's just like cool. It's like obviously a piece of visual art combined with a good song.
It's one of the earliest YouTube videos ever put up on the site. While it may not have been the first video on the platform, there is one achievement it can claim. This video is home to the first ever YouTube comment, written 21 years ago at the time of recording this.
Wow.
It simply reads,
LOL.
believe it or
What is that voice, dog? Really, that's the voice you chose for that? Is LOL. Like, bruh, we're serious?
not, it took YouTube a few months after launching to actually implement a commenting feature on videos. Since then, the comment section has gone on to become its own sort of unique folk medium. Think about it, it's the first time in the modern age that an audience can directly interact with the media they're watching. You don't get to leave the director notes when you go to watch a movie at the cinema. It almost harkens back to the days of Shakespeare, when audience members would treat the drama happening on stage not so much as a performance, but rather like a real-life event unfolding in front of them. They'd talk back to the actors, yelling out when they thought the characters weren't doing the right thing in whatever scene was currently occupying the stage.
Would people actually do this? That's weird. That's strange to me. Imagine going to a play and sitting down. You paid to be there so you could watch other people perform and you're just chatting the entire time. I mean, I know my category is just chatting on Twitch, but I mean, that's irrelevant, dog. Like, come on. Seriously?
Don't have to yell.
It's the same as motherfuckers who you'll sit down and watch a movie with, and they will just yap your ear off the entire time. That is so annoying. I can't stand that. My dad does that. And I love my dad. I love spending time with my dad. I love watching movies with my dad. But if I sit down and watch a movie with him, I promise you he's talking my ear off, or he's going to be on his phone and he's going to be like, wait, what happened? It's just terrible. It's hard. Other than that, he's a good movie watcher. I will say that.
Suggestions when you think whomever you're watching isn't doing the right thing. You can simply type a snarky comment to achieve the same effect. Whether it's Bob who's taking over YouTube, people responding to song ID requests with Darude Sandstorm, or a user simply commenting first, YouTube comments have been the birthplace of many a trend on the internet. But if I'm being honest, becoming a creator myself has definitely changed the way I view YouTube comments. It used to only be a place I'd scroll down to see the interesting reactions people had to the videos I was watching, especially in the days when YouTube would have a little separate section for the top 2 comments on any video. I actually wonder why they got rid of that. But now that my own videos all get thousands of comments each, I see things a little differently. The comment section almost feels like a chaos generator now. Whenever I put up a video, every single opinion that's possible to have about said video will be written out in the comment section multiple times. From
Yeah.
total adoration to complete
I just
utter
have,
disdain.
like, I have the same problem, bro. Like, I'm just so big now. Like, I used, like, back when I was niche, bro, I wouldn't have this problem. But now that I'm, like, big and famous and everyone starts to know my name, bro, like, it's just hard for me. Because, like, I'll get all these comments just talking about random crap. And I'm just like, what are you talking about, dog? And they're just like, oh, I don't know. Sorry, I thought you would want my insight. I'm just like, dog, no, I don't want your insight. I get that you think I know why you would want to talk to me. You know, I'm famous, I'm cool, I'm rich, I'm handsome. But, bro, like, you don't have to do all that. Like, I get I'm famous, I'm cool, I'm rich, I'm handsome, I smell of chamomile tea. But I'm also a really nice guy deep down in my heart. And if you would just talk to me to get to know that person, then I wouldn't have to ignore you, you know? No, you guys don't know. You guys aren't famous, so you'd never know.
And everything in between. Every little problem will be nitpicked multiple times. Every suggestion that's possible will be written out more than once. Every joke, every interesting observation. After a few days, everything unique that's possible to say about a certain video will be exhausted, and it feels like
This is like robotic, bro. Don't ever buy no weed from the gas station. Don't ever buy no weed from the gas station. Don't ever buy no weed from the FBI. Don't ever buy no weed from the gas station. Gas station weed. Don't ever buy no weed from the gas station, bro. Don't ever buy no weed from the gas station. Don't ever take no gas station weed. Yeah. If you're seeing someone else, if you're like actively like watching a video and you see someone else say a comment that you wanted to say, don't say it. Someone commented dude, this shit makes me so fucking mad. Best promotion on streamboo.org. It's like my only comment that I get every video. It'll be go to streamboo.org. Go to streamboo.org. Go to streamboo.com. It's so annoying. It's so annoying, dude. Get a job. Lighted Mystery KW. Best promotion on streamboo.org. I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you. Authentic Wake.
From then on out, every comment becomes a repeat in some manner. It's
Yeah.
like the Library of Babel every single time I upload. It's a little unnerving to see the scale of...
Dude, I want to go to the Library of Babel. Let me look at some pictures of that real quick. I'm just gonna not put this in the video, but yeah, I wish I could have gone to the Library of Babel, bro. Jonathan Bazile brings Borges Library of Babel with an eerie gibberish-filled website. What does it even mean? Oh. That's the, what have I just stumbled across? I've just stumbled across a very strange website. It's called Library of Babel. You guys should view it. It's strange. I don't know. I don't know what I've just discovered. I genuinely have no clue what I've just discovered. But
in this way.
look, if you want to be in this little corner down here, you see this little corner. If you want to be there, bro, you know what you gotta do? You gotta join the stream and you gotta chat. I don't have any stream viewers, but I get like 100 views per YouTube video, which is good. But I want people in my stream because I like streaming more, to be honest.
Especially since this is happening on my channel, which is small potatoes in the grand scheme of YouTube. Occasionally though, you will get comments that actually stick out in some way, and these always end up being the most memorable. There are people
I'm infertile from eating scented candles. Duh.
out there with very unique mindsets.
What does it even mean?
In 2015, the band Portishead would upload a music video for their song Only You, which comes from their fantastic self-titled album. The video currently has 9 million views.
Wow.
And the comments here are pretty much exactly what you would expect on a music video. But there is something strange here. The volume of comments. Out of the 9 million people that watched Only You, 28,000 decided to comment as well. That may not seem like a lot. There are YouTube videos with less views and more comments, but you have to remember that this is a music video, which
Yeah.
tends
That is true. What do they have to say about it?
to not get as many comments. For example, Good Vibrations by the Beach Boys has twice as many views, but more than 5 times
That's so bizarre. That's bizarre. What? What are the comments even talking about? That's weird.
fewer comments. In fact, Only You has more
Hey, shout out to my one viewer, dog. It might be me, but shout out to you, bro. You're a goat. You're a legend.
comments than music videos that have more than 15 times as many views. There's nothing unusual about this video that should attract so many comments. Maybe reading more of them will help us understand what's going on. Among the normal comments, you'll start to notice a weird trend. Everybody seems to be mentioning somebody named Do What.
Well,
In fact, a bulk of the top-rated comments aren't talking about the song at all, and are only discussing this YouTube user. What exactly is going on? Scrolling down a little more reveals what everybody is referring to. Suddenly, the
bro, what is this guy talking about? Let You Love Me, what the hell is stopping you? And you haven't ever yet, any of you. More so than the last one. Like you ever gave me a reason or opening to. Does he think that this person who wrote this song was for him or what? Like, what is he talking
commenters
about?
disappear.
Like, is he good? Is he high? Okay, are you a better person than us or not? What?
Only one is left.
Obviously, yes. Oh, that's W2X. That's not do what. Wait, this might be him as well, because this one says and this one says I don't know.
Do what 15.
Yeah, there's something going on inside my head. Alright.
This person has left a mind-boggling number
What is he talking about?
of comments on this song. Almost
Almost 2,000? What?
2,000 at the time of
What is he talking about? What do you have to talk? Like, what? You're just chatting. Actually, you're just chatting. Dude, maybe he should take my job, because I feel like I don't talk enough when I stream. Maybe he should come and take my job, dude. What are you chatting up in the comment section for that much? That's crazy. What?
making this video. To put that in perspective, that's around the total number of comments I get on videos that have more than 700,000 views, all coming from just one person. The earliest
That's
one
crazy.
was written in September 2018, and Duet apparently kept writing all the way to June 2019. The content of these comments are nonsensical. It almost seems like they're talking to somebody who's not there, or perhaps just to themselves. Sometimes they'll write a comment
And you're proving? Still waiting. Would what? Forgive you? Depends on a lot of factors. If you expect me to run my hands through that soul glow looking crap, you're barking up the wrong tree. What is he talking about?
reply to it several times, which sort of makes me think that this is some weird stream of
And that non-property being depends on the property, I guess. Smoke and mirrors. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Wahaha.
consciousness soul conversation.
I would say that this is like an AI bot, like that's just spamming to get a ruckus and look crazy. But bro, this is 7 years ago. Like, we didn't really have that technology 7 years ago, I feel like, right?
Find kinda interesting is that Duet seems to not even enjoy this song. They write multiple times talking about how they don't like it, yet they kept commenting on it multiple times a day.
That song sucks, change it, yeah, cause right. Yeah, right. Change it, cause yeah, right. Blank of various
For
stupidities.
6
What is he
months.
talking about?
Some of these remarks can get
And that hurricane of death and destruction you gosh dang deserve.
referring to acts of violence several times.
That's so
He
weird.
also makes mention of different illicit substances,
And those
as
evil
well as discussing
that
shelters
shelter?
and being homeless. In one particularly
Whoa, lol at this creepy, evil girl following me. No, dumb crack. I didn't just smoke crack out the. You just so happened to walk back by.
long comment, Duet
What?
rants about being followed by a woman who apparently accused him of using marijuana, which he apparently didn't actually do. He suspects that this person is intentionally trying to get him kicked out of
Yeah, this guy's got to be crazy. I predicted this, bro. I said he had to be on drugs.
some sort of facility. Some internet sleuths interpreted this commenter as somebody just being edgy on the internet for attention, but I'm not sure if I agree with that assessment. This is purely anecdotal, but I once had an online friend who went through a rough period in their life and eventually became homeless as a result, and this is exactly how they used to speak when things were getting bad. If you've had someone in your life who's gone through a similar situation, you'll likely
Yeah, it
know
like
exactly
feels
what
so
I'm talking
weird
about.
that it like seems real.
I think this person is perfectly earnest, but who exactly are they? Clicking on their profile greets you with a description that simply reads,
Fuck you!
the only piece of content here is a playlist titled,
Hey,
Hey.
it has one song.
it features only a single video. It's a 13-minute long animated short film titled, In Shadow. There's no dialogue at all in this short. It features unnerving music not terribly dissimilar to Portishead, and it appears the idea behind this film is to express the fragmented unconsciousness of our modern times, or at least that's what they say in the description. It features different scenes from modern everyday life that have been distorted and perverted in some way. Look, we could speculate more about what may have motivated Duet to comment 2,000 times on the same video, but I don't think there's really much to uncover here. I think these are merely the rants of somebody going through a very troubled time in their life. Within the internet mystery community, a lot of cases pop up revolving around unusual accounts posting strange things that more or less come down to mental illness in some way.
Yeah.
There's no darkness to uncover or crime to connect to this.
This reminds me,
Some-
this is so unrelated, but this reminds me of the other thing on like Reddit where the guy was like, he posted on like r/paranormal or something, and it was like a video. No, it wasn't a video, but it was like, he was like, I keep finding these notes that are left around my house. And it turned out that he actually had a gas leak in his apartment, and he was inhaling it and forgetting that he was writing the notes himself, which is, it's just like crazy. Like, it's almost, there's almost always a logical explanation, you know?
Somebody who needs professional help. Content creators like me, and including me, will cover these cases because they are indeed still interesting, But as a result, you'll get attention seekers who start copying the person being documented. Remember how I said this Portishead video has 28,000 comments? Only 2,000 of those come from Do What. So what about the other 26,000?
People trying to be Do What, yeah. People trying to be Do What, and also people who are commenting about Do What because they're stupid.
Well, a lot of it is just Do What copycats who are doing exactly what he did, writing many nonsense comments on this one video. I don't personally understand what would push somebody on the internet to want to copy a severely troubled, unhoused person. Is this really how desperate some people are for
Like what?
attention? And before you start thinking that maybe there's more to this and these other commenters are somehow connected to Do What, you should keep in mind that the copycats only started popping up after multiple large YouTubers already covered this
Yeah, it's like they're just clout chasing. They just want to be the next Do What, bro.
case. Speaking of large YouTubers, if you ever end up finding yourself in that position, then you may be familiar with something called hidden comments. You see, when reading through your YouTube comments, you'll see all manner of opinions about your video like we already discussed, but you'll also notice something else. Everything will just seem kind of cordial. Unusually so. Yeah, I know, but I actually am serious. Normally, you would expect internet comment sections to be chaotic beds of human expression, completely unrestrained by any sort of societal expectations, because of the nature of online anonymity. But YouTube comments seem to be a little more polite. There's a very good reason for that. YouTube actually now actively hides comments that they deem to be a little much. Not necessarily comments that are negative or criticizing the video or creator, but
I'm gonna have a hot take that that's one good use of AI. I think I'm a fan of that. Like I think like a lot of people just say bullshit in comments and I don't want to see it. So it's like, yeah, thanks. I appreciate you hiding that. I don't want to look at that.
rather remarks that are uncouth in some way. If you've ever decided to go a little off the rails in the comments section, refresh a page and then notice your comment wasn't there anymore, it's not because it got deleted. YouTube just banished it into the shadow realm. But believe it or not, this abyss can be accessed. If you go to the community tab on your YouTube studio, there's an option to view all of your hidden comments. And oh man, it's one thing to get a mean comment. It's another thing to see literally every single angry thing anyone's ever said to you, all put in a chronological list, especially when you have the sort of exposure a normal full-time YouTuber has. I knew a creator who literally took a month-long break after opening the hidden comments page for the first time. It can genuinely be an awful experience, especially depending on the sort of audience your content tends to attract.
Chat, should I do it?
All
Chat, should I do it, chat? Should I do it, chat? Ooh, I don't have any. Good. I know, I feel like
slurs, slander, and threats. I don't know what possesses somebody to threaten someone who's completely inconsequential to them in real life, but people just kind of do it anyways.
Yeah, like who the hell threatens? Like if I see a video and I don't like it, I'm just clicking off. I'm not gonna be like, yo, kill yourself. Like what?
Almost always it ends up being empty, but sometimes those threats in the hidden comment section can indeed amount to something. The late 2010s were somewhat of a tumultuous time when it came to internet culture. What some may have described as a culture war was coming to a boiling point.
Pepe the Frog meme branded as a hate symbol? What? I missed this episode, bruh. I must have missed something. What? Pepe, how is that at all a hate symbol? I remember my teacher giving me Pepe the Frog stickers when I was 6 years old in 2016. Why is it branded a hate symbol now?
With people identifying with the left and right-wing ideologies becoming increasingly polarized from one another. A lot of this discourse seemed to revolve around childish things like who's playing who in superhero movies. One of those heavily affected by this mostly American-driven societal force was someone named David Swanson. Originating from Utah, this 35-year-old man was heavily interested in the commentary community, a genre of creators that all make content about what's going on around the internet, a niche that mine and other horror channels tend to be adjacent to, if not directly a part of ourselves. After all, this is a video about YouTube comments, it's very literally commentary. On a clip of the H3 podcast discussing how Logan Paul and KSI initiated a copyright strike against them, David would write a comment stating,
The only thing that comes after the death of YouTube is authority for all the executives that were rightfully murdered.
there is a tendency in
What? The only thing that comes after the death of YouTube is a funeral for all the executives that were rightfully murdered? What does it even mean? Like he just thinks that like corporate execs should die. That's not that crazy.
Is it
think a lot of
for
people
all
think
the
that.
executives that were rightfully murdered?
There is a tendency in the commentary community to express frustration with the platform of YouTube itself, something that creators in my niche can also relate to. Ethan Klein does express this frustration in this particular video, but like some audience members do, David takes
I'm
it
so tired.
to an extreme, exaggerating pain points to the degree of wanting to erase the existence of the platform that hosts and directly makes possible the content he seems to enjoy. On another video, this time a PewDiePie upload discussing how the creator wants to put an end to the subscribe to PewDiePie meme for a number of reasons, but mainly because the perpetrator of the Christchurch tragedy decided to shout it out during his rampage for some horrible reason, appearing to completely ignore the message.
That would absolutely ruin my life, bro. Not my life. Nah, my life. If someone committed a tragedy and shouted one of my catchphrases, yeah, no. What do you even do? Like, that's crazy. That'd be so bad, bro. Damn.
And content in the video, David would write,
I'm not saying YouTube employees need to die, but I know they are at least as evil as any of the worst groups in history because their hearts are evil, and they happen to be wielding the power of speech. They won't last much longer.
Please don't tell me this guy kills a random YouTube employee. Like, what is he talking about? Every YouTube employee needs to die? Seriously, we're saying that? Because like, I could get maybe, like, a justification for, like, saying, like, the executives, because, like, they're the people that are actually calling the shots, you know? Like, if you're getting screwed over by a company, it's probably the executive's fault. But, like, some random guy that mops the floor at YouTube headquarters, he deserves to die? No. What are you talking about? I don't think anyone deserves to die at YouTube. But
He would then write a second comment, which I will not read out or show because it's simply too much and I don't want to get demonetized. Like I said, threats like these are not terribly uncommon. People write all manner of insane things in the comments, and checking the hidden comment section exposes you to a smorgasbord of stuff like this. But the thing is, David wasn't just talking smack on the internet. He genuinely meant everything he was saying. He would drive from Utah to San Francisco, later telling
come
police
on.
he was planning
come on, dude.
to attend a Mormon ceremony there. He'd
Mormon?
make his way to San Bruno, where YouTube's HQ is. He'd then drive by the building several times while brandishing a firearm. Police would be made aware of these activities, along with the comments Swanson had posted, and they'd confront him to question him about everything. David would eventually admit that he intended to intimidate the employees of the company, which would lead to him getting charged for making terroristic threats. Us creators like to rant about whatever bad stuff YouTube is doing and how they're failing.
Is there a reason he did that, or did he just do it? Like I'm confused. How is he getting screwed over by YouTube? Just because he doesn't like that they have the power of speech and they silence people, or what? Like, that's a little strange to me. And what point are you proving by just driving by with a gun? Like, that probably happens like 20 times a day.
us in some way, rightfully so, because they do end up.
And if you think it wouldn't happen 20 times a day, think about how many people drive with a weapon in their car. Probably a lot of people. And think about how many people probably drive past the YouTube HQ every day. Probably a lot of people. So, yeah, I'd say probably 20 people drive past the HQ with a gun in their car every day.
Letting us down from time to time, but it's important to keep things in perspective. There's no other platform on the internet where somebody like me can make a living producing long-form videos for hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions of people. Yeah, sometimes a video can get demonetized unfairly and it's pretty annoying, but don't misunderstand me. I'm eternally grateful for this platform. I love all the different interesting niches that are always popping up. I mean, I probably spend more time watching YouTube these days than actual movies and TV shows. And on top of that, without YouTube, I'd still be a programmer instead of being able to make these cool videos for all of you. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Before we go, I just want to mention that I finally released a high effort music project. It's called Pharaoh 1 and I'm very proud of it. If you've ever wanted to hear the full version of my outro music, which I'm always getting asked about, well, now you can. It's the last track on the album. I'll put a few links below if you want to check it out. And
I like this guy. I'm a big fan of his content. W guy. I think W video as well. You know, I think there's some good commentary in there. But we're gonna go move on. I'm actually gonna be done streaming for tonight.
Oh, you fancy, huh? You probably tags, huh?